an Empire Boxing and Unlearning Network production.
Welcome back to the Empire Boxing Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Jay, and tonight we have the pleasure of chatting with up-and-coming talent Emiliano Moreno. Hailing from Long Beach, California, at 18 years old, his record sits at 9-0 with 5 KOs. He turned pro at 15 years old and just fought on Pro Box, and it was a war, very impressive. As I mentioned in the pre-show, we watched that today. And thanks for joining us tonight, and I take it you're in Las Vegas right now.
Yeah, I'm in Las Vegas doing training camp right now.
In training camp right now. So did you take a little bit of time off? You just fought about 2 weeks ago. Did you take a week off or right back into it?
Yeah, I took a week off just to spend time with my family a little bit, and then now I'm back at it again.
Nice. And where is your camp taking place in Las Vegas?
North Las Vegas. Right now we're training at Salas Boxing Gym.
Okay, great. And at this point in your camp, like seeing as you're just coming off a fight, are you getting back into some sparring, or did you deload into sparring, more into skills and technical work? What does that look like at this stage of a camp for you?
Right now we're just working on getting back into conditioning.
Right.
Swimming a lot, running, training, but no sparring yet. We're probably gonna do sparring maybe in a week or 2 weeks.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I watched your fight today. A really impressive performance, and it was a war. Tell me your thoughts on that fight.
Yeah, I had a very tough opponent, undefeated. As in, yeah, he was tough. I hit him with everything I could, and I felt like I could have, kept my distance a little more. But I did want to go at war with him too. But it's just like something I learned along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, your career is just beginning. So there's going to be such an evolution to your game and your style as you continue to take fights. Now, I want to know, how did boxing come into your life?
It came into my life when I was 10 years old. My brother started boxing first, but he's not boxing no more. But my brother started boxing, so I saw that, and I was looking to get into a sport. So I decided to just follow him and train with my dad.
And was your dad a boxer as well, or did he just, know a little bit about it?
He just trained a little bit, but he wasn't like a professional or nothing.
So where did your dad did he take you and kind of guide you into the hands of a professional and just sort of support you along the way? Like, where did you end up beginning your training?
Yeah, so when my brother was boxing, he's already been boxing for like a year when I started boxing. So my dad had met Jose Benevidez Senior, and from there they became like good friends, and Jose Benevidez was giving him tips, and my dad was learning from him. So really I got my like training from my dad and Jose Benevidez. And Jose Benevidez, he has Dave Benevidez, who wasn't really an amateur. He focused more on pro style. So since I started, they focused me more on pro instead of amateur.
Wow, cool. And I mean, okay, so you started boxing at 10, and by 15 you turned pro?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very unique journey. That's a super short amateur career. And then, so what was some of the conversations that people were having around you? Like, did they see something in you? Was there that moment where you were like, knew you were destined for the pros? How did that come to be?
Yeah. So most people, when they start training at a young age, but they train amateur style. So they don't really train pro style. So when they do start training pro style, they do it for like 4 or 5 years, and then they're ready for pros. But I never really started amateur, so I just trained straight pro. So I was already ready for pro within the 4 or 5 years that I was training. So Jose Benevidez believed in me, my dad believed in me, my family believed in me. My parents believed in me. They let me do homeschool for a little bit while I was training, and my manager believed in me too. My manager. When I turned pro.
Wow, that's fantastic. Now, did you relocate at all from were you guys living in Long Beach at the time when this happened? You were staying in Long Beach, or do you just travel for your camps, or has it taken you totally out of Cali?
We were in Long Beach probably maybe like 6 months before my professional debut. We went to Washington to train with Jose Benevidez and over there.
Right.
And that's where we met my manager, Ray Fry. And he saw me spar. He really liked me, so he decided to take me under him, and But yeah, after that, we were in Washington for a little bit. Then I turned pro, and now we just go different places for camp. Sometimes we go to Washington. Right now we're in Vegas. Sometimes in LA we spar at Wild Card.
Right.
But yeah, we just go different places, try to find new people. Spar the big names, like I sparred Tim Tszyu in Vegas, like I think a year ago I sparred him.
Okay.
Um,
And what was that
and
experience like?
it was good. It was good. He's super strong, super strong. He picks his punches very good. He lands the jab first before he throws any other punch. So he's good. He's fast, strong, and he knows how to cut the ring too.
So what's next for you? Is there a conversation of the next fight in the works?
Yeah, the next fight is gonna be somewhere in May. But yeah, we're looking into that right now. Just trying to get back into rhythm again.
Right on. So your brother was the first one that kind of entered into the boxing realm. Now he's not boxing at all anymore. Now his brother, are you the older or younger brother?
Younger.
So his younger brother's now stepped up into, a very anticipated spot in an up and coming talent. How is that for your family? Like and dad, especially as he was there at the beginning, what's that like for your family to kind of come along this journey with you?
They're really excited. They know the potential I have and what I can do in the boxing world. So they're super supportive of me. They've always believed in me, and they're just super excited for more to come.
That's awesome. Now, are you also in school currently, or are you?
No.
No. Okay. So was that a choice you made to sort of focus on the boxing?
Yeah. In ninth grade, I kind of I did homeschool a little bit, and then I realized that this wasn't really for me. Like I needed like more time to train during the day because I train 3 to 4 times a day.
Right.
So I just need like whenever I'm not training, I'm either resting or either training or resting. So I didn't really have time for school, so I decided it wasn't for me, and I decided to focus more on boxing.
Incredible. Now, how does that impact you just from like like there must be friends or stuff that from your school years that, you have and, you're not really spending the time with, like they would be spending with you in a normal situation. How is that like balancing that? Does that bother you? Or how do you make time for being an 18-year-old?
No, in school I only really had like 1 or 2 friends, but they're also focusing on their own career. Like one of them was trying to be a rapper, so like we don't hang out as much, but we kind of get it because we're both focusing on our careers. But we do hang out every once in a while.
Right. And you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. You feel like you're right where you're meant to be.
Yeah, I feel like I'm right where I'm meant to be.